in the QBO gym. And the QBO gym is a place where we have numerous hands-on exercises that simulate real-life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. Every month covers a variety of new scenarios and topics. And to make it a little bit easier for you, we break it down into 4 different sections. So if you're looking to work on your bookkeeping skills, this is the place for you. And if you want to do a couple of these on your own and take a little bit more of a deeper dive, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is just click on the link in the description. But let's see what we're doing today. We're going to be pulling our exercise from our April Year 1 Strength Training section, where we really focus on those billable charges. At the top here is an animated video to give you a synopsis of what you will be doing for Craig this month. He is our fictitious business owner. Further down is an interactive pre-assessment quiz as it relates to the video that you watch up above. Below that are the exercises in this section. And at the bottom here, after you have gone through all of the exercises in this section, you will have unlocked some marketing sample posts that you can use on your LinkedIn to share with everybody what you have learned so far. So let's get into today's exercise where we are finishing collecting charges for week 4. Go ahead and click on this link to have the exercise pulled up for you. I have it over here on the right side of my screen, so let's read through our scenario. This week, everyone just had weekly gardening. I know that sounds like a really small, really short scenario, but if you have been doing all of the other exercises in this section, it'll make a lot of sense. And if you haven't completed those yet, you need to be in the same session of the sample company. So be sure to do those first. Click on the link on the top right corner of your screen, and that will take you to that first one. Complete that one and all the ones after that until you get back to this one, as they all build on each other. And so you need to start with that first one. So let's get started with the exercise. Now, usually on our screen, we have a step-by-step how you would do it here. But since we have been going through in the last couple of exercises through how to do those delayed charges, we're going to try it on your own. Now, if you'd like to pause the video here, you're more than welcome to do so. I'm going to go through the steps of how you would set up the delayed charge for each one of these customers. And again, we're only doing that weekly gardening service. So let's go ahead and get started. I have the sample company pulled up here on the left side of my screen. This is the last page that I left off of from the previous exercise. So let's get started. The first delayed charge is going to be for Cool Cars. So I'm going to click on that plus new button on the top left corner under customers, selecting delayed charge. In the name field, I'm going to select Cool Cars. The information is automatically showing up for me, and so I'm all done here. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the green Save and New button. I'm sorry, there's going to be numerous charges to do, so I'm going to click on the down arrow, select Save and New, and that delay charge has been saved, and now I can fill out the next one for Duke's Basketball Camp. Clicking on the down arrow, selecting Duke's Basketball Camp. And as a note here, this delayed charge date, we're just leaving it as is for the purposes of this exercise. Of course, in a real life scenario, you would want that date to match the date of the service. So everything is populated for me for that weekly gardening service. So I'm going to do the next one by clicking on Save and New. That one has been saved for Duke's Basketball Camp, and now I need to move on to Jeff's Jalopies. So clicking on that down arrow, scrolling down until I find Jeff's Jalopies, clicking on that, leaving this weekly gardening service as is because it is populated for us, and so I can move on to the next one for Red Rock Diner. All I need to do is click on the Save and New button, and that delayed charge has been saved, and now I can do it for Red Rock Diner. So in the customer field, clicking that down arrow, selecting Red Rock Diner. Now this one has information that is populated from the previous delayed charge for Red Rock Diner. Again, this week, Red Rock Diner only had weekly gardening service, so I need to remove this fountain pump by clicking on the trash can icon. Everything looks good here, and so I can move on to Weiskopf Consulting. Once again, clicking on that Save and New button, and that delayed charge for Red Rock Diner has been saved. And now I'm going to fill it out for Weiskopf Consulting, clicking on that down arrow, scrolling all the way to the bottom, selecting their name. Once again, that weekly gardening service is populating from the last time that we did this delayed charge. Everything looks good. And so now I can go ahead and click on that down arrow, select save and close. And now that delayed charge has been saved. And there you go. That is how you would do week 4 of our delayed charges. Now, if you like this exercise and you'd like to do more like it, be sure to join our free 5-day bookkeeping challenge. All you need to do is click on the link in the description. If you'd like to move on with me in the strength training section, be sure to leave this session of the sample company open, as you will need it for the last exercise in this section, where we run reports and send the invoices. And I will see you in the next video.